Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something really powerful, a tool that can help you transform your whole mindset and, your reality along with it. We're going to look at some very specific affirmations for mastering your time, attracting abundance, and leading with real impact. So let's jump right in. So let's be real for a second. Do you ever struggle with that little voice in your head, the one that whispers doubts, that imposter talk, that feeling that makes you question if you're really good enough for the success you're chasing, let alone helping others find theirs? Look, if that sounds familiar, I want you to know you are so not alone. In fact, it might blow your mind to hear that the very people you look up to, your role models, yeah, they struggle with this exact same thing. It's a surprisingly common part of the journey. But here's the good news. You actually have the power to change that internal conversation. It's all about rewiring your reality. And that whole process, it kicks off when you truly understand the power of what you hear, not just from others, but most importantly, from yourself. T. Harv Eker just nails it with this quote. What you hear, you eventually believe. This is so crucial, because when your mind is just marinating in all these limiting beliefs about money or time or what you're capable of, those aren't just passing thoughts. They literally start to build the walls of your reality. So how do we fight back? How do we tear down those walls? We use affirmations. Think of them like a daily workout for your brain. It's a practice you commit to, designed to actively rewire those old circuits and help your mind finally accept new, bigger, more abundant realities. All right, let's get practical. First up, we're going to look at some tools for time mastery. We're going to explore some specific affirmations that will help you take back control of your time and really focus your energy where it counts. Just feel the power shift in these statements. Instead of feeling like you're always behind, you declare, I am a master of my time and use it wisely. Instead of just hoping for a lucky break, you affirm, every day I attract the right people and opportunities. It's proactive, and you're not just talking, you're becoming a gifted and active listener who listens to understand first. See? This is all about taking radical ownership. Okay, next up is a big one. This is something that trips up so many of us. Wealth and abundance. This section is all about fundamentally changing your relationship with money, shifting from a mindset of not enough to one of absolute plenty. It all starts with worthiness. You gotta begin by affirming, I am worthy of financial success and I attract it effortlessly. And notice that language of flow. Money flows to me freely, easily, and consistently. This also connects your wealth to a purpose bigger than yourself, using it for good, seeing yourself as a channel for blessings. And that mindset shift keeps on going. This is about being a creator. I create multiple streams of passive income. But just as important, it's about letting go of any resistance. When you say, I am open to receiving all the wealth life has to offer, you're telling your subconscious mind to stop blocking the good stuff from coming in. And finally, let's tie all of this into leadership, because this isn't about just being the person in charge. This is about leading with real intention and creating a positive impact that lasts. These affirmations completely redefine what a leader is, don't they? You're not just a boss. You're a servant leader, empowering others. You're thinking about your legacy, affirming that my work has a lasting positive impact. And you recognize that your network is everything, declaring, I attract visionaries and givers. That's powerful stuff. So we've gone through some really powerful examples, but you might be wondering, okay, how does just repeating some sentences actually do anything? That's a great question. Let's break down the mechanics of how this activates your potential and literally creates your reality. First thing to get is that these are so much more than just nice-sounding words. You gotta think of them as tools that are specifically designed to shift your personal energy. The whole goal is to elevate yourself to a higher frequency, which changes your entire state of being. So here's how it all connects, step by step. It all starts with a practice that's rooted in gratitude and faith. That's what shifts your energy to that higher frequency we were just talking about. And from that higher state, you activate what a lot of people call the law of attraction, which is what helps you start drawing in the people, the resources, and the opportunities you need and desire. So it all comes down to this. The tools are right here. The path is clear. The only question left is the one you have to ask yourself. Starting today, what new reality are you going to create? This has been an explainer from Force for Good Global. Thanks for joining me.